Hi everyone, my name is Julio and today I'm gonna talk about the horoscopes but for atheists. And no, it is not the stock market. Today I'm gonna talk about the 16 personalities theory. Originally, my intention was to talk about the 16 personalities in 60 minutes, but as I am too lazy to write and to speak for so long, I'm gonna to just talk about the most common stereotypes of each MBTI. I also expected this will become the most viral video of all viral videos that has ever gone viral in the 16 personalities slash MBTI community. So yeah, fuck you Frank James, you're an INFP and you know that. But anyway, the number of people in this community is probably around 5 now, which is fine because it is also the same number of views that my videos get here on YouTube. So it doesn't really matter all that much. Let's begin. INTPs. I fucking hate INTPs. If you are an INTP, just get the fuck out of this video. You probably just look like a nerd who thinks he knows everything, that spends his whole day on the internet doing absolutely nothing and call that productive for some reason. And worse, you don't even feel any guilty in doing that, you psycho. And no, I'm not an INTP because as you can see on this picture here, I can actually leave my own house. So what have you done, INTP? INFPs. I fucking hate INFPs. If you are an INFP, I'm sorry. But not as much as sorry as you already are for yourself. Apparently, INFPs have this incredible ability of being sad and crying all the time because they think that this is actually some sort of personality trait. And here's the truth. It is not, so just stop already. ISTPs. I fucking hate ISTPs. If you are an ISTP, you don't even care about that because you don't even have feelings as well. So how could you care about anything? ISTPs are probably the guy who is working on the gasoline station at 3 a.m. because he doesn't want to interact with anyone. And to be honest, no one wants to interact with an ISTP either, so everybody wins. I fucking hate ISFPs. If you are an ISFP, then you probably think you are special and therefore being mistyped as INFJ or INTJ. But if you are painting your hair in strange colors like Ramona Flowers in the 2010's adaptation of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, if you use weird clothes, or worse, if you have an Instagram and a social life, chances are you are not an INFJ, neither INTJ. You're just a 16-year-old girl who watches TikTok all day and calls herself an e-girl. Well, maybe I am one. INTJs. I fucking don't care about INTJs. I don't think they have any personality besides being the villain and that tries to control the world, you know, just like Suguru Geto, Lelouch, Gandalf Ikari, Walter White, Thanos, Elon Musk. Well, if you look like one of those guys, you're probably an INTJ. If you're looking for friends, well, call me. INFJs. I fucking hate INFJs. They are just so perfect. Or at least, they try to be. The closest I ever got to know an INFJ was because I was actually talking about myself and they were actually paying attention. So if you are a person with a massive group of followers, almost like a religion, like Jesus Christ, Osama bin Laden, Gandhi, Adolf Hitler, Jordan Peterson, you are definitely an INFJ. ISTJs. If you look like a robot or a computer, then you probably are an ISTJ. But I'm not talking about one of those very new Apple, Microsoft computers. I'm talking about one of those big old IBM personal computer, model 500,050, I don't know. That's for you, this here is an ISTJ. They just leave to work. They have no personality. And you know what? That's fine. Society needs people like you, especially today with Gen Z who wants to make stupid videos on the internet instead of actually working. So congratulations, ISTJ. ISFJs. I fucking hate ISFJs. They are just like ISTJs, but boring. As if that would be possible. And if you are an ISFJ, you also agree with this because you don't even have a personal opinion, just like Charlie D'Amelio. She's an ISFJ. She also has a net worth of $45 million. Oh god. But you know, I'm getting pretty close to that. ENTPs. I fucking love ENTPs, they are fucking awesome. We are awesome. They are amazing. The best personality type of all the 16 personalities. If you are not an ENTP, you probably want to be one or even have a friend that is. And you know what? What that isn't even me talking about this. This is personality database, as you can see here. This is the most assertive and scientific site based on popular opinion on the whole internet after Twitter and YouTube and WhatsApp and Reddit science. ENFPs. I fucking hate ENFPs. They're just like ENTPs, but way worse in every aspect. They are gay, they are annoying, and they slap you in the face if you talk about how their current girlfriend is doing a cosplay of their ex. How weird, right? ESTPs. If you're in jail or a gym bro or doing sex or all of those three things combined, then you are probably an ESTP. ESFPs. I fucking hate ESFPs. They are just your regular, loud, extroverted American. If you think about the American culture of people who go to fast food, of how they are blonde, stupid, fat, and so on, the Valley Girl type, these are the ESFPs. If you want examples, just think about Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Peppa Pig, Ash Ketchum, Kyle Jenner, and the whole country of Brazil. ENTJs. If you only care about winning in life and crushing the heart of your enemies and sometimes even your allies, with no remorse whatsoever, then you are an ENTJ. Winning is everything for them. They are people like Steve Jobs, Light Yagami, Patrick Bateman, Azula Griffith, and Mr. Beast, of course. ENFJs. I fucking hate ENFJs. If you are caring, loving, and just fake as fuck, then you are an ENFJ. People of this personality type don't really have a personality type. They are so obsessed with offering other people what they want that they forget about themselves, the ENFJs completely. But this is a lie, because what the ENFJ is actually doing is just to avoid taking responsibility for their own lives by taking care of people whose lives are worse than theirs, so they can secretly think that they aren't so bad for not doing the things they wanted to do in the first place, because at the end of the day, they just don't have any self-esteem necessary to follow their own desires and would rather just cover all that up with quote-unquote desire to help other people. Just like Duo from Duolingo, that fucking bird. ESTJs. Everybody hates ESTJs. They are an incredible mixture between ISTJs and ENTJs. So they end up being a mixture between, Dwight Schrute from The Office, Asuka from Evangelion, Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. So basically, Gordon Ramsay and Ben Shapiro. I'll let you decide which one. ESFJs. I fucking hate ESFJs. If you look like a Karen, then you are an ESFJ. I don't even want to say anything else about this type. I just hate them, all of them. Die. So apparently it is harder than I expected to make a 16 minutes long video about the MBTI/16 personalities. Therefore, I'll just end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and share with a friend. And if you didn't, well, that's because you're a pussy and also an INFP. See you in the next video. Bye bye.